Welcome back to Frontline News. I'm Sashali Hamilton. It's now time for Frontline Business. The Ministry of Tourism has commenced the process of selecting a manager and administrator for the Tourism Workers' Pension Scheme. The details in this report from Gabriel Thompson.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism Jennifer Griffith told Wednesday's sitting of Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee that bids from entities interested in managing the scheme were opened on Tuesday.
The pension scheme will require a fund administrator, a fund manager, and an actuary before we can go forward, as you can understand. So we are in the procurement process for all three. In fact, we actually just did the bid opening for the manager and administrator. We already opened and did evaluation for the actuary. So we're well on our way. The Board of Trustees is in place.
In the meantime, the Tourism Workers' Pension Scheme is now slated to commence before April 2020.
The effective date has not yet been named because we have to do disciplinary things first.
Do you have any idea when you're hoping, or that discussion?
Well, we're still expecting to have it in place before the end of the fiscal year. We're working with that time frame.
Okay.
Our minister is still responsible for the January deadline. So we're trying our best to
well, you're trying to get it for the fiscal year.
Right, but we're still in the fiscal year.
You'd have to get the fund.
But work is fully apace.
The pension scheme is a defined contributory plan that will require mandatory contributions by workers and employers. It will cover all workers aged 18 to 59 years in the tourism sector. Benefits will be payable at 65 years or older. Gabrielle Thompson, Frontline Business.
Acting Chairman of the Jamaica Microfinancing Association, Andrew Mays, says the pending microcredit bill is back under review. He says microlenders refused to support the bill because of certain provisions they had no idea about.
And while it is that there were consultation over the last 6 or 7 years with previous administration, and I think even the current administration, about what the bill should look like, its flavor, its feel, its impact, what we suddenly recognize is in 2019 when the bill was first tabled, it significantly looked different from what was initially discussed. We have consulted with the ministry, with the Minister Dr. Nigel Clark, who was willing to meet with us, also the BOJ, the regulatory arm of the Act, and through those consultations there is currently a review of the bill in its current draft to reflect more of the concerns we have raised in terms of making the bill a lot more facilitating of the industry growing and developing and helping simple Jamaicans to achieve their dreams.
Mr. Mays took issue with about 40 criminal penalties in the bill.
You know, a simple not submitting a report can land a micro lender in jail. And we think that is extreme. We think that it is unreasonable.
The bill seeks to regulate microcredit services. Microlenders will be licensed, required to keep proper accounts, and make reports to the regulatory authority on a timely basis. President of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, Keith Duncan, has urged banks to make it easier for small business operators to access loans. He says it's not difficult and pointed to a practice where banks offer low-interest loans to their employees. Mr. Duncan was speaking on Monday at a PSOJ and Jamaica Bankers Association workshop in Kingston. The aim of the forum was to, among other things, identify issues in the banking sector that may be hindering growth in Jamaica. Mr. Duncan says entrepreneurs are more willing to invest now. However, a main hindrance is the limited access to capital.
As Jamaica's productivity has declined by almost a percentage point every year, and you wonder why the dollar is devaluing. Because if you don't increase your productivity of your factors of production, then you're going to feel it in your exchange rate if you're going to be competitive. And that's what
he feels it is up to banks to help entrepreneurs take their business from small to medium and large scale. In Thursday's trading session, the JSE Combined Index advanced by 509 units to close at just under 500,000 units. Overall market activity resulted from trading in 71 stocks, of which 37 advanced, 19 declined, and 15 traded firm. The junior market index advanced by 38 points to close at just over 3,000 points. Stocks advanced for Access Financial, AMG Packaging and Paper, Barita Investments, Caribbean Cement, and Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances. Stocks declined for 138 Student Living, Blue Power Group, Carreras Limited, Dolphin Cove Limited, and Everything Fresh. Trading firm were Berger Paints Jamaica, CSE 2000 9.5%, Cargo Handlers Limited, Consolidated Bakeries, and Derrimon Trading. Everything Fresh Limited was the volume leader with 8.9 million units, followed by Wigton Wind Farm Limited ordinary shares with over 5 million units, and Sagicor Select Funds Limited Financial with 3.3 million units. News in oil. Oil prices remained the same on Thursday as American markets pick up. And news in oil. Oil prices remained the same on Thursday as American oil markets were closed for Thanksgiving Day. Brent crude futures rose 20 cents to settle at $64.47 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude futures rose 7 cents to $58.48 a barrel. And that's it for Frontline Business. I'm Sasha Lee Hamilton. Pleasant viewing.